in contrast to the previous day of the conference, I won't be speaking about science. I will be speaking about political cosmology. So thank you guys, and thanks to my supervisor for the invitation. I will be speaking first of all about the problematization of intellectuals, French intellectuals, and truth. During the public talk organized by Le Monde in 2016, famous conservative essayist Alan Finkielkraut, or Finkielkraut in Russian tradition, in response to the question about the responsibility of intellectual, said that it is, I'm quoting, to observe the reality and reveal the truth about it. She also claimed that current intellectual debates were full of violence, as in the 1920s and 1930s, when everybody had to choose the right side, I'm quoting, and when the opposite side denied the inner rights of the other to exist. The rise of nationalist sentiments during and after the Great War and the strong anti-war revolutionary movement, motivated by the victory of the October Revolution on the other hand, highly influenced the French intellectual field in the interwar period. The critical stance of the intellectuals and their influence on society became a crucial point of the intellectual debate that deeply reshaped the inner intellectual field and created some new modes of intellectual self-positioning. The most important questions in these debates, considering the choice between autonomy and political engagement of intellectuals. Whether intellectuals should intervene into the public sphere on behalf of his values, beliefs, and authority, or to detach himself from politics and guard a so-called independent critical position. And what's more important, who legitimized him to be so-called moral guide for society? These questions were laid at the core of the problematic of French intellectuals' identity, due to the fact that at the epoch, they didn't perceive themselves as a unified social group or even a class or non-manual workers. I'll argue that due to the crucial stance of the intellectual in French public opinion, cultural tradition, and political history, the quarrel over the truth shaped the figure of French intellectual in the interwar period and influenced the image of the French intellectual in general. The word intellectual first appears in public discourse during the famous Dreyfus Affair, with the first collective political intervention of writers, professors, and artists in defense of Jewish Captain Dreyfus, unjustly accused of treason. First, it was used as a pejorative name for so-called Dreyfus-Harden party in the debate with anti-Dreyfus party. The famous Dreyfus Affair helped intellectuals to identify themselves as a group claiming the right to criticize the political and social reality from the critical stance. The most common expression of so-called Dreyfus-Harden intellectual was a person called upon to defend the liberty and freedom of speech, justice and truth, and end of quote. And the ideal type of this person was Émile Zola, who I've quoted, who published the famous article J'accuse, in order to defend the Jewish captain who turned into a trial. So starting with this very famous affair, French intellectuals, equally from left and from the right, could claim to be a common consciousness of a nation, and would intervene into the public sphere in the name of some values like truth, justice, liberty, equality, or civilization, nation, and order. And here I stress that the concept of intellectual first appears in political, not in cultural context, not in academical context. And that's why I will argue that intellectual is always engaged. It can be controversial position, but I stress it out. And here we start directly to the problem concerning political epistemology. What kind of relationship are there between the knowledge which intellectuals think they possess about truth, moral values, and best social order, and the power So actual politics, party activism, self-positioning within the field of intellectuals, etc. And following Foucault, we can say that one not should think about political problems of intellectuals in terms of science and ideology, but in terms of truth and power. Here you have quotations from his Deep Écrit, published in 1988, I suppose. Truth is to be understood as a system of ordered procedures for the production, regulation, distribution, circulation, and operation of statements. And then he proceeds, truth is linked in a circular relation with distance of powers, which produces sustained, and to a fact of power, which is induces and which extended. So-called regime of truth, and I will talk about regimes of truth also. In the given period, within all types of intellectual professions, like artists, academics, or lawyers, the most powerful were writers in France, and not accidentally. As Christophe Charles, one of the most well-known modern historians of intellectuals, stressed out, since the second part of the 19th century, writers had attained the relative autonomy of the literary field and gained a prominent cultural capital, speaking in terms of Pierre Bourdieu. And until the 1950s, they dominated the intellectual field in France, and the notion of an intellectual itself served as a synonym of a writer. And that point, I should stress it out, that writer was perceived as intellectual firsthand. So, starting points of the debate over the responsibility of intellectuals and values they have to defend starts with the manifest of Romain Rolland, published on 26 June 1919 in journal Humanité, that one, and was titled La Déclaration de l'indépendance de l'esprit, Declaration of the Independence of Spirit. In this manifest, Rolland invited all the intellectuals of the world to unite themselves contra the nationalism of their states. Intellectuals should, according to him, intellectuals should serve only to the high cause of spirit, truth and reason, and not to the nationalistic hatred, war, or national interest. This manifest launched so-called new war of manifests between the intellectuals, which remained very intensive during the interwar period. This text was signed by 145 persons, including Bertrand Russell, Albert Einstein, and Henri Barbusse. And in response to this manifest, Le Figaro, the other very well-known French journal, published a text named For the Intellectual Party. In French it will be Pour un parti de l'intelligence, written by a famous French writer, André Massis, and influenced by the right-wing and nationalist movement Action Française and ideas of Maurice Borès and Charles Maurras. So-called Maurrassism, or national moralism, was a very influential conservative movement of anti-democratic, counter-revolutionary, and nationalistic character. Initiated in the last decade of the 19th century, Maurrassism reached its peak of influence after the Great War because of its role in the anti-Germanism and nationalistic propaganda during the war. The manifest published by Le Figaro proclaimed the foundation of the right-wing intellectual party, called the book, I'm quoting, Bolshevization of the thought, and it directly attacked the internationalist position of Romain Rolland. According to it, to this manifest, the Bolshevik revolution has roots in the French Revolution of 1789, which they claim to be a first reason of the European decadence. So the true intellectuals must engage into politics to defend the stability of social order and state institutions in face of corrupted ideology of republican, democratic, and revolutionary movements. The absolute values for this intellectual party, conservative party, were homeland, nation, church, and national interest. Because these values, according to them, refer to reason and proved to be more natural for France due to its geographical, historical, and psychological conditions. The concept of superiority of the French civilization as regard of the European civilization in the whole, in general, due to its cultural and political power, enabled right-wing intellectuals to name themselves the defenders of the order and spirit, and viewing themselves as the Atlants during the burden of civilization against the Bolshevization and cultural degradation. This party criticized the French revolutionary tradition and Enlightenment also, namely Rousseau, Voltaire, and Diderot, for laying the basis for so-called intellectually organized political hate. This use of the right-wing intellectuals derived from their comfortable positions within the cultural institutions of the epoch. Conservative thought was highly widespread in literature, salons, press, political circles, and even French Academy also, which was a counter-revolution bastion in the epoch in France. The intellectual field in the interwar can be characterized more as the right one, while the left party represented only a small avant-garde. In opposition to the predominant nationalistic viewpoint, two major positions emerged that can be characterized as art for art's sake and revolutionary one. The first was represented by a small but nonetheless influential group of writers around the La Nouvelle Revue Française, a very influential review, which defended the major principle of their art for art's sake, and thus drawing a firm boundary between artistic and literary activity and politics. And the most well-known polemist of the group, Dialektika, you can see him in front of you, named the intellectuals who intervened in politics the traitors in the well-known pamphlet called The Treason of Intellectuals. But in the French version, he utilized the word clercs. This word has a strong religious and religious connotation, distinguished as sacred from profane, and the clergyman from a layman. The debate over a social role of the intellectual also had an ontological dimension, which can be seen as a revival of the old realism and nominalism concurrence and debates. According to Dialektika, engaged intellectuals, engaged in politics, were not just defending a certain kind of political ideas, but the inner type of morality, thus the images of good and evil, understood in political terms. In contrast to this point, Binda argued that intellectuals must act disinterestedly, like Jesus telling that my kingdom is not of this world. I'm quoting, "The role of clerc is not to change the world, but to be devoted to the ideal." And we see their connotation with a well-known quote of Marx that philosophy should change the world by political means. This prophetical view of the figure of intellectual as a servant of internal good is a secularized society aimed to stress the difference between the doxa and the verity, and the realism and from idealism. According to Binda, the proper role of the clerc was to defend the eternal values, to set aside and to make a radical detachment from any political passions like race, class, or nation. The other party, opposed to Marxism, was represented by the avant-garde movement of left-wing intellectuals influenced by communism and the victory of the October Revolution. So-called engaged intellectuals, or intellectuels engagés in French, in this specified version, revolutionary intellectual, formed itself in some kind of apathetic way in opposition to both righteous adversaries and the claims of so-called independent party. In the aftermath of the Great War, another influential writer, Henri Balbus, launched the movement Clercs, aimed to be the international of the intellectuals struggling for a communist cause. Between 1919 and 1928, this group was very active in propagating the Soviet proletarian writers and literature, signing petitions against colonial wars and spreading the Marxist ideology. Alongside with the movement Clercs, the surrealist group, influenced by communist ideology, promoted a revolutionary art, and some of the leaders like Breton and Aragon, you can see them, even entered the Communist Party. Left intellectuals inclined to communism denied any universal meaning of such concepts as truth, good, and justice, and viewed universalism as rudiments of French philosophical tradition, and namely because of the Bergsonism and this influence. Henri Barbus wrote that tradition grounding on universalism is meaningful and ridiculous because the primary role of the intellectual is to understand his social and thus political responsibility. It was a quotation. So revolutionary intellectuals saw their vocation in changing the political reality, struggling against the social inequality by means of social revolution in Bolshevik way. For them, truth was not an eternal concept because it lies in the reality, in the political reality of the world, which is divided into oppressors and oppressed. While so-called bourgeois independent intellectuals remain silent, staying in the ivory tower, the aim of revolutionary intellectual is to struggle with their own environment, like speculative metaphysics of the academics, bourgeois position of nation, civilization, and social order. So revolutionary intellectuals around the Clercs movement and surrealism saw Marxism more in an emotional way, as an ideology and practice of social change, but not as a theory, and I point it. As Perry Anderson underlies it, until the very end of the interwar period, France didn't give birth to any substantive Marxist thought, and the whole intellectual communist tradition in France in these years was primarily borrowed from the secondary sources. First of all, the speeches and articles of Bolshevik thinkers and thought leaders. Bolsheviks view intellectuals as a tool for communist ideology propaganda, French intellectuals. In the article entitled The Intellectuals and Commentary, published in Barbus Clercs, Anatoly Lunacharsky stressed out, it was an article published in French, of course, he stressed out that communism needed two types of intellectuals, the technical specialists and celebrities, serving as prophets to the proletarian masses. He named Marx, Engels, Lenin, Bernard Shaw, Romain Rolland, Anatole France, and Henri Barbus as good examples. And according to him, to Lunacharsky, intellectuals are needed as the counselors of state and the best source of communist propaganda in the highest sense of the word. While the communist French intellectuals, who aimed at the promotion of the social equality and revolutionary change, the ideology spread from Moscow was the first source. While for Marx, the concept of ideology represented the opium for the masses, Lenin meant to reshape it in a meaningful, theoretical and practical tool founded on a scientific basis. For Lenin, intelligente, we have this difference between intelligentsia and intellectuals, of course, but intelligente had to make a radical detachment from their class of origin, bourgeoisie, and their ultimate goal was to reveal to the proletariat his historical mission. And after the victory of communism, intelligente are no longer needed. In other words, intelligent will die when ideology will gain the reality. So the major work in defense of the position of engaged revolutionary communist intellectual was presented in the essay written by Paul Nizam, the young communist writer who entered into French Communist Party in 1927 at the age of 22, he was very young. In his work, Chien de Garde, the guard dogs in French, he presented a furious critic of the existing academic society from the Marxist stance. And you can see the quote, I'm quoting. These authors say that they served only to the true humanity and reason. Bourgeois philosophy thinks that it is able to make the humanity happy. The philosophers are satisfied, but all these words don't have any sense of reality and don't imply any real engagement because they consider only the pure ideas. When the bourgeois thought resisted the revolution, it believes in vain that it defends a human society from the aggressions, decadence, and barbarism. End of quotation. Nizam also insists that there can be no independent philosophy, and that is why the choice is always inevitable. This ontologization of politics serves him the foundation of this binary opposition between proletariat and bourgeoisie, vita activa and vita contemplativa, oppressed and oppressors. I'm quoting, there exist only two types of philosophy, philosophy of the oppressed and philosophy of the oppressors. End of quote. The rise of fascism in 1930s and the victory of Popular Front drew many independent intellectuals to join the anti-fascist movement led primarily by the French Communist Party, and to abandon their individual position. Even Julian Miller joined communists in this endeavor against fascism. Thus, the ultimate responsibility of the intellectual became understood as the political activism aiming at defense of the culture against fascism. And the truth of communists won the public opinion, and in the aftermath of the Second World War, the right-wing intellectuals would be banned from the public sphere as collaborators and fascist-minded thinkers. Thus, the engaged intellectual has acquired a dominant position in France with the figure of Sartre, who defended the role of an engaged writer par excellence. Alongside with Albert Camus and Simone de Beauvoir, also, he elaborated the well-known formula of the intellectual who is subdued to act in political fields by his own vocation. In these ideological struggles, we may see that the intellectual himself, whether he prefers to be an independent critic or politically committed or politically engaged activist, he can never escape from some sort of activist. Even Michel Foucault's intervention with his critics of the concept of truth didn't change crucially the general belief in France in the intellectual as a possessor of truth. On the other hand, the crash of the Soviet Union and the victory of neoliberalism in Western countries paralyzed the French leftists and caused the detachment from the actual political life. So the weakening of the leftist movement, alongside with the strong disillusionment in communism, somehow caused the disappearance of the left intellectual. The figure dominated in modern public sphere is an intellectual of television, l'intellectuel télévisé, as Pierre Bourdieu called him, which has no deal with conceptualizing the truth or promoting the social change by political means. But, as Daniel Bell pointed out in The End of Ideology, intellectuals aimed at converting the ideas into the social levers, and when they no longer search for the radical transformation of society, the ideology might be dead, and therefore maybe the intellectual is dead too.